Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm taking you through a simple yet refreshing rearrangement of my dining space. So let's begin at the entrance area. I have these beautiful gold toned curtains. They are softly gathered, as you can see, with elegant grey tie backs. They are layered behind classic white sheer drips. They create an airy light feel, while the gold curtains introduce a luxurious warmth into the space. I've used the double curtain rod setup to allow me to frame the entrance on both sides to give the doorway a more balanced and layered look. So don't comment about my doorway. I know there's something about if you have to enter your house and at the entrance there's shears and all that, a step at a time, so you'll pardon me for that. Okay guys, so now as you can see, I have a functional and charming hand washing area, and the standout feature for me here is honestly this custom made mirror. I actually put it myself when I moved here. I like that it's uniquely crafted in the shape of the African continent. I'm a proud one of culture and creativity in home styling. So if you have Dindinyoro's contact, please tell him that we are Africa and Africa is our business, literally doing it in our homes. That was on a light note. So anyway, there's this metallic hook which I also put so that I can hang the hand towel there. And then I also love this hand wash dispenser. It's detailed with a warm wooden accent, which ties in beautifully with the natural finishes around the room, because wooden gives more of that vintage rustic vibe. So from the sink area, you notice this vintage style round wall clock. It's finished in rich brown wood tones intentionally, again to give that rustic look. And higher on the end, you can see I also have a chandelier which is kind of woven, a stunning piece to echo the same deep brown shade and vintage aesthetic. And the woven rattan design of the chandelier introduces that natural texture, which is cozy and timeless feel for my dining area. So I got the wall clock from House of Leather in Nairobi. So we are now moving to the centerpiece of the room, that is the dining table. So my table is actually a 6-seater with the longer side currently facing the entrance door. So to protect this tabletop and still wanting to maintain that visibility of the finish, I've layered it with this transparent PVC table cover. It's a practical choice for everyday dining spaces, honestly, because it prevents the stains, the scratches and heat damage. Although part of it is starting to peel off, it's time I get a replacement for the same. So to style this table, I just added a chic table runner. It has floral design, as you can see, and it's more of beige, dark brown and hints of gold. So it perfectly ties together with the room warm earthy tones. Actually, yeah, I've noticed I'm more of an earth colors person over time. So at the centerpiece is this smooth finish brown flower vase. It's filled with this pink and white artificial blooms, which have a bit of fresh green leafy vibe, adding vibrancy and softness to the setting. And on the end of the table, I keep essential accessories, essential quote unquote. That is the salt shaker, the toothpick holder, and a pair of napkin holders so that it can blend the functionality and the decor. So beside it is this black water dispenser. And I think having the dispenser close to the dining area is incredibly practical because it promotes easy access to drinking water. You're not disrupting meals and gatherings at a passing in between. And then I intentionally chose black because it complements, of course, the black dining set, and it also harmonizes with the rest of the electronics in the living room area. The way most TVs, sound bars are usually black, so I just intentionally did black so that the entire space, as far as electronics are concerned, is just black. So I want you to take a closer look at these dining chairs. They are black with this classic deep button tufted backrest design, and this style not only enhances comfort, but it also adds an element of traditional elegance. The seats are further detailed with silver nail head trim all around the base, as you can see. This gives them a touch of sophistication and polished luxury. So grounding the entire dining set is a textured cat pile rug. It features a lovely pattern that introduces depth and movement on the floor. So the color palette blends the dark brown, the muted yellow, and lots of warm beige, pulling together the dining room warm, inviting vibe. That layered texture underfoot also distinguishes the dining area without necessarily overpowering the look. I hope you get what I mean. So now I'm finally at the fun part of it. Time to refresh that layout. I don't know if I'm the only one who gets excited about rearranging stuff and all that. So first I'm moving around these chairs so that I can create room to reposition this table. And since this table is lightweight, I don't need help. I'll just pull off the carpet, as you can see. Sliding really smooth and easy. So I'll turn it such that the longer side will face the window of the living room and the wall with the vintage clock. I feel as though now it's creating a more open flow and a stronger axis connecting the dining and living room zones. Okay, well, initially when I did the first arrangement, I also had something in mind. So it's something that I keep recreating over time. So now my table is properly aligned, and I'll place back the chairs. My runner, I'll maintain it in the vase. What I'll do, I'll just remove this larger napkin holder so that I keep it light and fresh. So in this open plan, it's, as you can see, it's an open plan design. So I've used rugs and furniture placements in a way to define different functional areas without necessarily having walls or dividers. So as you can see, my floor is more of beige tiles, and then there's these two rugs. So on this side for the living room, I have the semi-fluffy rug with tones of yellow, of white and grey to create a cozy lounge feel. And then on this dining side, the rug is dark brown, beige and the muted yellow to define the eating zone. So the center of the aisle, I have that round, the black round mat. It's just there below my console. I don't know what you guys think about it. I just love it. So this is now the final look after my simple rearrangement. Sometimes these small shifts bring a fresh new life to a familiar space. So I'm currently custom making a new sofa set, and I'll definitely put it up once it's all done and I've put it in place and all that. So I'd like you to guess what color I'm going for. You can drop your guesses in the comments below, and I'll be glad to see who gets it right. And you guys stay tuned to see the full reveal. It's coming up soon. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more simple yet stylish transformation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.